Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we'll discuss on the UGC notification on promotion of academic integrity and prevention on plagiarism in higher educational institution, and this has come in place in the year of 2018. So in this video we'll try to discuss on the different key highlight that has been framed by UGC. Let's say the guideline that has been designed for this particular academic integrity and a way to prevent plagiarism in HEIs or in higher educational institution. So let's start then. So here they have framed the different keywords that are being used, or let's say the nomenclature that being used, and they have defined it. So when we say academic integrity, you can see it is an intellectual honesty in proposing, performing, and reporting any activity which lead to creation of intellectual property. We'll not go through all the definition because author, the other common knowledge that being already known to many of us. So let's say this academic or departmental academic integrity panel, so this is called as DAIP. So this will be formed by the institution at the department level to investigate in any such kind of allegation, or let's say a complaint has been filed against any faculty or student related to plagiarism. So as what is HEI? When we say HEI, this is higher educational institution. You must be knowing that means university recognized under section 2F of UGC Act 1956, and all the affiliated colleges or institution under that particular university will fall under HEI. Then we have this institutional academic integrity panel, which is called as IAIP, because of this few keywords that we'll be using later on. That's why I'm trying to focus on the highlighted one. So what is IAIP? This is also kind of constituted at institutional level to consider recommendation of the departmental academic integrity panel, that is the DAIP. Let's say any case has been discussed at the departmental academic integrity panel, and then it will again forwarded, or it will be proceeded in IAIP, and there on that particular allegation related to plagiarism that to be discussed, or that to be the committee will decide if any penalties to be imposed. So that will be done by IAIP. Then we have like plagiarism, that we have already discussed on this. Again, if we say by quoting this particular notification, also you can say it means the practice of taking somebody else's work or idea and passing them as their own. So this is where we are not giving actual credit to the author or to the original author, and you are just pretending that that is your own idea. So again, we have here is university year, all that thing is known to all of us. And now let's discuss on the objective. So the objective is to kind of awareness among researcher, or let's say student or faculty member, or those mainly the PhD scholar, when they go for writing their research proposal, or let's say their final report or thesis. At that time they should be knowing about all this set of rule regulation or the level of plagiarism, if they will check through different software or tool that are available. So within what range of similarity index they need to have. So this is what the objective is, to conduct awareness program, and then to establish some kind of mechanism in the institution, so that to prevent this kind of misconduct, or let's say promotion of academic integrity, or in order to curbing the plagiarism. That also is one of the objective. And here, like to there has to be some kind of mechanism, let's say tool or system, that what I was talking about, so that you can prevent plagiarism. And before punishing a student, the institution have to have certain kind of mechanism, so that before submitting their report for evaluation, they should have gone through that tool or software, and then they should be submitting their work for final evaluation or consideration. Then duties of HEIs that I'm not going through now. So awareness program and training, that what we have discussed here. The HEI, another thing what UGC has asked is to have certain kind of let's say subject or module in their curriculum, so that this kind of awareness can be can be there at UG or PG level. So at their level also certain kind of compulsory coursework has to be included. So all sort of thing has been there. You can go through this particular notification. I will keep it in my description page as well. So again, curbing plagiarism, that is one of the main challenge, or let's say the objective of this particular notification. So here also they have discussed about why there is a need to do that. And already master and PhD thesis will be available at Sodh Ganga repository. So we have to be careful once we have any kind of such document, or let's say report, which you are submitting any kind of digital platform. Before submitting, you have to see, you have to have 100% surety that that is below a certain level of similarity index, or let's say it is not plagiarized, or no unethical or kind of scientific misconduct has been done to that work, so that in future, after publication also, you'll be at safe side. Because it is not like that can be done beforehand, and once it get published, you are out of danger. It is not in this particular case of those who are in the publication field, because the cases can come up after 2, 3, 4 years as well, when reader will go through it and they found some kind of misconduct, or let's say duplication or redundancy they found. They can report those things to the journal or to the editor. On that, I have made a video based on the COPE guideline, or this so how a reader will report, and what sort of mechanism they will follow, the journal, the editor, or let's say the publisher, to evaluate that particular case. That also I have discussed. I have kept it in I button. Please go through that video as well. So let's move to this, where we're talking about similarity. I'm being using the word similarity to check this plagiarism. So before that, many of the students have this kind of doubt: what can be excluded? Let's say you have a tool, or Kunda original, or Turnitin, or authenticate. So what can be excluded while you go for checking such kind of report or thesis? So here all quoted work you know can be reproduced with necessary permission and attribution. So that can be done, as you can see, with necessary permission and attribution, that can be done. All references, bibliograph, table of content, preface, acknowledgement can be excluded. Before submitting to any of the tool, you can do that. You can exclude and go for submission. All generic term, law, standard symbol, standard equation can also be excluded. Or you can use quote also, or let's say the person who is evaluating your thesis or the report, he or she might be knowing about this, and while they do check or they report in their final evaluation, they will mention that these are fall under generic terms, so that will be excluded. So so the level of plagiarism, so because now you have a tool and you are checking, and you have not yet submitted for evaluation for, let's say, to your final thesis to university, and while checking you found different percentage. So let's say if your percentage fall above 10%, so that will be under level 1. If it is below 10, you see it is, there is minor similarity, so no penalty. So it is or the penalty will be on when it cross level 0, it will fall under level 1, 2 and level 3. So these are like this to be avoided, this level 1, 2 and 3. So we'll discuss more on this as these level are very much important when we talk about the set of penalty that being framed in this particular notification or in this particular guideline. So then we have this DAIP, because that will be formed. I'm not going in detail of it. Who will be member of that, you can go through it, because it is a committee, somebody has to lead it and there has to be few member on that. Same as institutional academic integrity panel, there also you see the chairman of BC, director, HEI, whomever will be there, there will be the chairman, then member are there. And again, when this DAIP IAIP has been formed, they will actually investigate any such sort of let's say complaint or that has come in there, like somebody has filed a complaint, a reader has sent some kind of information that has gone wrong. So the committee will evaluate and they will decide the penalty based on this particular guideline. Even the university can adopt, or many of the university have adopted the same guideline, or there might be some kind of improvisation based on this guideline. So you may consult your particular university or institution or HEI, wherever you are affiliated, to know about their or your guideline. But moreover, it will be as framed by UGC. So you can refer this one for to be a safer side. Whereas when we talk about penalties, let's say somebody fall, or when the committee has decided, they found that the person has made sort of misconduct, and they found that it is now being treated as kind of under plagiarism or something like that. So now the level that are there, as you can see, level 1 we have already discussed, it is no penalty. If it is level 1 above 10 to 14, in that case such students shall be asked to submit a revised script within a stipulated time not exceeding 6 months. So they have to do that. If somebody fall under level 2, so where the similarity index is between 40 to 60, that shall be divided from submitting a revised script for a period of 1 year. The script, when we are talking about, it is related with the thesis or your final report, dissertation, so that you can relate here. So we'll discuss on the paper as well. So this is on the your report, like UG PG report, you can relate to. This guideline mainly focusing now on PG and PhD scholar, but it will again come to UG in a very short period of time. That's what it look like. So when it level 3 is there, then it is above 60. As you can see, such student registration from that program shall be cancelled. So you see the punishment or the penalty that being framed. So let's say if this penalty is repeated, so let's say level 1 penalty is repeated or level 2 is repeated, so again when they will evaluate or the committee will decide, they will go for a higher level and they will take the decision. So this is there. And when the penalty well, let's say somebody has already submitted, and that particular case has not been found while that being published or being they have been given the certificate or let's say the degree, but later on they found the case or somebody has filed a complaint. So in that case also, you see, there will be a temporary kind of suspension or kind of suspension from a period recommended by IAIP, or the committee will evaluate, and that has to be approved by the head of the institution. So suspension also is possible upon already submitted let's say thesis, or let's say any sort of report wherever it is applicable. So that is there. And the another part of it is when we're talking about the penalties in case of plagiarism in academic and research publication. So this is the second case other than this your report writing. So here you see level 1 remains level 0 remains same, no penalty. Then 1 here we have is 10 to 40. Then here also they will be asked to withdraw the manuscript. In the earlier case here they have asked to submit a revised script, but here they will be asked to withdraw the manuscript wherever they have submitted. Whereas level 2 40 to 60 they shall be asked to withdraw the manuscript, as well as denied a right to one annual increment. So you can relate it with faculty member, where this shall not be allowed to be a supervisor to any new master, MPhil or PhD scholar or student for a period of 2 years. So if it is level 2, so level 3 where it is above 60%, he or she shall be asked to withdraw the manuscript. Again, a 2 successive annual increment will be stopped, and he or she will not be allowed to supervise any scholar for the period of 3 years. Again, if any of such will be repeated, so again the higher a level of this punishment will be taken into consideration, and the HEI, as we have discussed, they will take a decision. Even it might lead to suspension and termination from the service as well. So we have to be careful when we do such kind of thing, knowingly or unknowingly. So before that we have to cross check the report with the available software. You have to take your concern from your supervisor, or you can take from your co-author, or let's say those who are above your particular rank. Also you can take help from them, like research governance, if somebody is there, to consult, and then you should proceed for any kind of such submission. Then again, the penalty in case where the benefit or credit has already been obtained, which we have discussed for the earlier case also. Here also it will be kind of a suspension for a period of recommended by IAIP, approved by HEI. So that will be there. Again, let's say you might be thinking like member of IAIP or DAIP, if they commit such kind of you know uh, case or such kind of thing, then what will be done? So for them also it is being decided, or it is being framed as, if you go through this, it is clearly written, they will be, again the committee will be set and they will be excluded from that particular committee during that particular evaluation. Even head of the HEI, or even the chairman of IAIP, all are under this particular guideline. So anyone who are affiliated or part of HEI as a researcher, or let's say research scholar or faculty or staff, will fall under this particular notification or guideline. So this is what I thought of discussing, kind of a M&S drive, you can say, for the research scholar and for the researcher, particularly for the Indian research, the scientific community that we have. So thank you for watching this particular video. Please do like, share and comment if you have any sort of query, and if you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you again.